Welcome back, everybody. It's another episode of the Weekly Mash. You know the drill. We have a new week, new author, and a new story to obsess over.
Perfect.
Today, we are turning up the heat, both literally and emotionally, because we are diving into The Scars Within by the amazing Ange T. Dalton. You can expect magic,
Yay.
dragons, brotherly chaos, and maybe a little heartbreak along the way. Ange, thank you so much for joining us. We are so excited that you're here. Can you introduce yourself a little bit? Tell us about your work, and then we will ask you some fun questions.
Hi, I'm Anne. And thank you so much for having me.
Course.
I'm honored to be here. This has been a crazy ride since start to finish of my first manuscript. I'm in southern middle Tennessee. I like to say I'm a country bumpkin. I get asked where I'm from. I'm like, it's just Tennessee. I'm 30. I'm happily married for 8 years now, and we have a daughter who is 6, who's my best friend, and
Cool.
my enemy at the same time. I swear I'd drop it at the wall, but like I'd rather her keep the attitude and grow with it.
Yep.
Um, I am a nerd. I've always been a dragon lover. As a kid, I grew up playing World of Warcraft secretly. My friends did not know because I thought it was just too embarrassing to say. And my favorite mount on there was my dragon. It was a drake, but it was a dragon. And grew up reading Nicholas Sparks and really kind of lost my enjoyment of things like that through graduating high school, going through college, and being a young adult and trying to get my feet on the ground. And January of 2024, like me and my best friend who lives 3 hours away, we found another way to connect, and that was through reading. And so, like over the Christmas, like before January, we actually read the whole Harry Potter series. We're both Potterheads, and we both realized like we've never actually read the book, so like let's do it. It was fun. Another thing we got to do together virtually. And after we finished, by the way, I know it says a lot about you, but my favorite book and movie of Harry Potter is The Half Blood Prince because I'm a sucker for redemption.
Yes, I love that one.
Yeah.
Miranda's a huge Potterhead too.
Give me a
Yeah.
redemption story. Sold.
Yeah.
I love Dane. I love Dane Atos. I love my favorite character in Throne of Glass is Kale West. I'm a sucker for a redemption story, but I digress. We finished that, and then I heard on the radio this girl raving about this book that reminded her of like Harry Potter with Game of Thrones, which I'm also a huge nerd of,
Yep.
with spice and dragons and everything. And I told my best friend, I was like, sign us up. Long story short, reading again became our entire personalities.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then we quickly learned who Sarah J. Maas was and dove into that head first. Throne of Glass, absolute favorite. ACOTAR, all the things. We fell in love with Powerless by Lauren Roberts. And by that summer, I had realized like we dove headfirst into romantasy,
Yeah.
especially adult romantasy. And I realized I was still chasing that same high that I got from Fourth Wing and Powerless and
Mhm.
Throne of Glass. And we just couldn't find it. Like, we found so many different loves, but, like, I couldn't find the story that I was wanting.
Yeah.
And so I had the idea. I was like, "What if I could write one? What if I could write it? Like, I can't find it, so what if I can write it?"
Yes.
And because like, as a child, I actually grew up on my mom's camcorder, like, always making movies. I always wanted to be a movie producer. But
So
then again, like,
cute.
I don't wanna, like, move to, like yeah, I do. I don't wanna, like, move to California in order
Yeah.
to do those kind of
No.
I wanna stay where 'cause I'm a small town girl, but, like,
Yeah.
I've always wanted to be a story. I wanna tell, like, those impactful stories, and the music in movies and TV shows, that's gets me. I'm a TV show junkie, like, I
Mhm.
love connecting with story on a level that where you can really relate to in your daily life, and, I was like, "I don't know how to write a book." I've never written a book. A decade before this, I actually attempted chapter 1 in a self-help book to write my story, and I didn't finish chapter 1. And I was like, "What if I could write my self-help book idea with my mental health journey and how I, like, overcame my darkest, deepest moments of rock bottom and, like, write it into a fantasy, kind of like how Yaros wrote her chronic illness into Violet."
Mhm.
Yeah.
And, like, what if I could do that? And then I looked at Lauren Roberts' story about how she self-published Powerless, and, like, she just had it on her computer forever, and she just went for it. I was like, "Why not? Let's do it." And then, like, obviously, like, how she became, who she
Mhm.
is. I was like, I mean, I don't know what I'm doing, but I can learn along the way, and, like, what if this could be something what if whether or not, like, it could be healing for me?
Mhm. Yeah.
And 'cause I had a lot of a lot of trauma that, like, I thought I got over, and then writing Scars, and then book 2, and now starting on book 3, I realized that some of it I didn't really get over, I mentally pushed aside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, I had to kinda dive in, and, like, this has been the most healing part of my journey than therapy ever was or
Yep.
anything ever was, and I was like, I'm not in it for fame and money. I don't expect it to be everybody's favorite book because I know book 1 is really kinda heavily inspired by Fourth Wing with War College and Dragons. Trust me, I get all the
What's
hate
wrong
for it,
with
I
that
know.
though?
Right.
But Rebecca Yarros that she did not invent War Colleges and Dragons.
No, she didn't.
Yeah.
She didn't, and with how big it is, I went into this knowing, like, how the hate, but my thing is, like, what if somebody who is in that moment of life where Scarlet Thorn begins and Scars Within, what if somebody picks up my book and they can connect with that on a level and it could what if it could help them any kind of way?
Yeah.
Show
Yeah.
them that they're not alone, and, me, a decade later, like, look what I'm doing now, like, I'm not only, like, healing and grown and, like, in this wonderful part of my life, but, like, I'm sharing my darkest moments, which some people would never think that they could do with
Mhm.
the world
Yeah.
in order to touch one person. If I could do that, then
Uh,
maybe I could make it worth it. And then as I was finishing up the first draft of Scars and then, like, kinda plotting out book 2 and book 3, I had the idea. I was like, "This is actually kinda good." I was like, "I really like this. I'm gonna truly go for it." Because while I know book 1 is heavily inspired by the War College and Dragons, and it has my humor in it because the main character is also reading Throne of Steel.
Oh, yeah.
She's getting inspiration by Aelin pretty much, and I'm a person, I love those cute kinda like, Shrek?
yeah.
How many references to everything else is in Shrek?
Yeah.
I love
Mhm.
that, and the fact that my favorite FMC, and then putting into the story, I want readers to be able to connect who also love Aelin, and, I mean, one of the boys in the book, he reads a book with fae that have bat wings. Come on!
I
Come
love it.
on! It's made to be a serious book with a deeper meaning, but, like, it's not meant to take so seriously,
Yeah.
and I think that's where a lot of people miss in the reading ball on that one. It's like, don't take it too seriously because if you know me, I am not a serious human. So I just went with it, and I learned what to do, and I went through the querying part of it, got over 80 no's, and I knew that, like, my plan B would be to self-publish, but I didn't have the money to, like, go into self-publishing to get the editor, to do the
Mhm.
cover design thing, 'cause it costs
Yes,
money.
it does.
Yeah.
And for July first, because if you can get picked up, that the publishers have the team. They handle that.
Mhm.
You could tell the story.
Mhm.
And I also went head first into trying to be traditionally published because, like, whenever I had the idea of Scars, I immediately thought, like, there's no way somebody like me could do something like that against a story that is so big as Fourth Wing. So that's whenever I made it my goal. I was like, okay, mission challenge accepted. Let's do this. And then whenever had an agent who, like, requested the full manuscript, she loved it, read it in, like, a few days, but she said, unfortunately, she doesn't see it as it's not gonna market because of Fourth Wing, 'cause it has dragons and war colleges, but it was a beautiful story, so she loved it, but she passed, and I cried all weekend,
Yeah.
and then it hit me, I was like, "This is the motivation I needed. I'm gonna self-publish, and I'm gonna do the damn thing,
Yeah.
and, like, I'm not gonna stop until I get where I wanna be."
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna stop until the book is on shelves because that is my goal. I wanna
Yeah,
see it
girl.
there because I wanna be like Geneva Rose and taking a Sharpie and always signing it and posting them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I love
Me
her,
too.
she's so cute. And, um, so I didn't have the money, I told my husband, like, it's just financially hard right now, period, and I told my husband, I was like, "I just need, like, $350 to buy the ISBNs," because of whatever everybody that I've asked for advice for, they say, "Buy your ISBNs, don't get them for free for Amazon," so I was like, "I'll do that, and I'll do everything else." So I self-edited my debut with the help of my best friend who also read it 1,000 times. I made my map and I learned Photoshop and I created the covers. They're very special to me because I tried and quit 1,000 times with those
I'm
covers
sure.
and I just gave up. And I was like, I can't do it. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. And then I was like, I can't do it. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. So I did it. And then I posted it like the ebook for pre-order because Amazon only allows the ebook for pre-order.
Mhm.
And then within 2 weeks, Simon Maverick with Simon and Schuster emailed me wanting to read Scars and hopefully get it into audio. And see, like, if I wouldn't have went down those 80 no's and that
Mhm.
rejection for that, at this, like, everything happens for a reason.
Yep.
The timelines happen for a reason. I wouldn't have been on their radar because they didn't open until January this year. And this was like mid-February or March, something like that. It was all a blur. And then a week later,
This is a blur.
I signed with him, who I love. And she found me through Instagram, and she found me through my Onyx Storm videos that I was making because we had read Onyx Storm like 2 or 3 times after it released. It's like if I wouldn't have if I wouldn't have went through all that rejection first and got so down, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
this would, and we wouldn't be where we are here. Um, that was a really long introduction.
You're
I go
fine.
on a ramble.
We're here for it. We're like, we're
That is my
invested.
one.
That is my
literal
story. And
goosebumps. I
Yeah.
got literal goosebumps.
I cannot wait to send y'all an art of Darkness, the second book, because I'm so proud of it. Like, I feel like this is the one where I finally found my confidence,
I'm
you
so
know,
excited.
and like my willingness to like really play with a story. And it's very World of Warcrafty in my mind, like the world is.
Yeah.
And I am obsessed. I love it so much. I've started book 3 and I've already been plotting it, and I'm very proud of the story.
You should
And I'm
be.
here.
You should be.
It hit me the other day. I was like, I don't want to be the best author. I'm not the best author. I can barely make a sentence. I'm from Southern Tennessee. Like, come on. I speak in cornbread and cursive. And the other day, I realized I don't want to be an author. I want to be a storyteller.
Mhm.
Some of my favorite books, they are not like literary masterpieces, and my writing isn't either.
You don't
So,
have to be though. You just have to be able to catch those readers that
yeah, you
Mhm.
find
know?
your readers,
Yeah.
and that's who you write for, and you write for yourself. And Sarah J. Maas had said in an interview to write the book that you want to write. Don't write the one that everybody wants to read.
Yep.
So that's literally
Right.
what I did.
Mhm.
And now I'm here.
Well, I think it's cool
We just
because
met, but I'm so proud of you.
I know.
And I just posted something on my Instagram. Like, literally, I probably have pumpkin guts all over me too. I wrote some of my 1-star reviews on a pumpkin, and my husband recorded me busting it with a bat.
Yes.
Just did that. So I probably have
That's
pumpkin
so
somewhere. I
fun.
don't know.
It makes
I
it
love that.
It makes me like kind of giggle that they told you no because it's too relatable to Fourth Wing. But like you said, there's readers who are going to be chasing that high of Fourth Wing and want more,
Yeah.
and they're
They
going to
want,
find it.
like, I wanted
Exactly.
more.
Yeah.
And I wanted a female main character that I can truly relate to. And I wanted a broody male main character who actually reads smutty books. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I wanted.
Okay,
Nice.
Ange, we're going to get into our fun questions.
Cool. Hit me.
Okay. So, like we said, we're very excited you're here. Welcome to the book match. If you could describe the Scars Within using only 3 emojis, which would they be?
The coffee emoji,
Yes.
of course. The girl in the red dress dancing, and
I like it.
Oh.
I like it. I'm here for the coffee.
I'm also a coffee connoisseur, so coffee made it into the book in a symbolic way.
I love it. I'm one of those people that you could like hook me up to a coffee IV and it still wouldn't be enough.
I just love it. It's like your cup of joy
Yeah.
every day, you know?
I'll be driving to Miranda's house and she's like, "So how many times did you stop for coffee?" It's only like a 30-minute drive. I'm like, only
Twice?
once. Unless it was really bad and then I stopped for twice.
Yeah,
I don't blame
or
you.
you get here and it's gone, and then you order another one to come to my house.
I do. I can do that.
Be crazy.
I love coffee.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so in the Scars Within, we have a wild blend of fire, forbidden magic, and heart. We already talked about what sparked the story in particular for you, but what made you choose the characters that you chose? What gave you their personalities and their traits for you to build into?
So Scarlet Thorn, like, I don't want to say like I put myself in a fantasy book because I didn't. That's kind of weird because I'm like happily married and she like does the dirty, you know. Ew. I really based her off. Like, I based her mental health and her story on myself. In the book, there's a big element of her father abandoned her at 2 years old, and that's my story. The daddy issues and everything, like, that's always been the major component of like my depression and everything growing up.
Mhm.
So for her, I really did base her off myself. But the guys, that there's 2 twin brothers, they're twin brothers. So of course we gotta have a grumpy and a sunshine. And I had to have a mix one of them's a mix of Zayden Ryerson and Kai Azar. Because the thing about Kai Azar that I love is his mouth. I have that wordy, mysterious one, you know what I mean? That's not gonna give up all of his secrets. Then we have Shayde Wilder, and he was inspired. I mean, I'm gonna say it, y'all haven't read it yet, but he was inspired by a mix of Dane Atos and Kale Westfall. And all I'm gonna say is because I'm a sucker for redemptions.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say. I love Dane Atos even before the eyes here. Like, people came in for him after that moment on Storm, and I was like, like, he messed up.
Yeah.
I've had his back since he, like, saved her out of, being tortured and everything. So, and I made these characters already knowing, like, in book 1, I accidentally wrote it as a love triangle. Didn't mean to. I'm not a huge fan of
It was an
triangles.
accident.
I guess 'cause, like, in my mind, I already knew what was gonna play out. So, like, the love triangle to me, like, wasn't really a triangle, and then I have my beta readers, my ARC readers, and then future readers, like, reading it, and it's labeled as a love triangle, and I was like, "I did not mean to do that. That is an accident." But Shayde Wilder actually becomes, like, one of my favorite characters ever in book 2.
Oh my gosh, you're killing me already.
I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna spoil it. But then, so Scarlett's friends, she has 3 roommates, Cleo, Tatum, and Delaney. And they were all 3 inspired by parts of myself during my healing journey.
Oh.
So Tatum is she like grew up with 6 brothers. She's the very, headstrong, confident one. Like nobody's gonna get in her way. Like she's the strength in the relationship. And then Delaney is the happy sunshine, the optimist, the one that makes the jokes, like that bubbly best friend that you need to always be there. But like she will cut you. You know what I mean? Like like she will always be there. And then Cleo is that more quiet one, that quiet, and I'm actually a very big introvert. Like I'm a very extroverted introvert. And so
Yeah,
that's where we have, she's the quiet one. You don't really see much of her. She does not have a last name because I could not think of a last name, and now I'm making it as a joke that she's just not going to get a last name. Her name's just Cleo.
I mean, it's your
It's just
story. Do what you want.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
just going to be Cleo. So I created her friends as parts of myself that helped my healing journey, and then the father is in there, and that's based off mine. And I can't really say much else because I don't want to spoil it for you
Please
guys.
don't, because I just finished a book last night, right? So my
Yeah, she's
Kindle's
ready
wide
for
open.
another one.
There's also a mystery POV. I didn't know how to really explain it when writing it. That was inspired by the nightmare in One Dark Window. Like, you know how like the nightmare is like kind of in her head, and he's kind of like a villain, but he's not a villain, and you don't really understand it until really till you finish Two
Right.
Twisted. So it's kind of like the little excerpts at the beginning. Like how Fourth Wing has like the little parts of like
Mhm.
you get a secret villain POV that's anonymous through the first book. So there's
That is
somebody
so
that's
cool.
like, yeah, there's somebody that's in Scarlett's life that is actually working against her. That person is working with the Grimm, and the Grimm is the overall villain of the entire series. They're like being puppeted. And throughout book 1, I'm also a huge Nancy Drew fan. So like I love the mystery. And throughout book 1, you're getting hints and clues from this mystery POV that you don't know who it is. So I want the reader thinking like, okay, like I know it's this person, or I know it's this person, I know it's this person. And then it gets revealed at the end, and I'm hoping that it hurts your heart of who it is. And that was really fun to write because I felt like that was different in fantasy. And I mean, at least I haven't read anything like that so far.
Yeah.
But that was actually inspired by Nightmare and Rachel Gillick's
That's
One Dark
so
Window.
cool. I love romantic suspense, so putting that into romantasy is
Mhm.
like reeling me in for sure.
Like
I'm
sold.
yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Mhm.
Sold.
Yeah.
My. Just kidding.
You're gonna break
not-
that, Ash, with the amount of times you fling that around.
I just got it yesterday because my debit card got hacked for 15 cents and they shut down my bank account.
Wow, that's crazy.
It was a great time. Okay, so let's be 100% completely honest. If I were to go to a war college, I'd be flunked out by noon.
Nice.
If you could enroll in one class, what would it be, and which one would you definitely fail?
Like in a fantasy, like in this book,
Yes.
I would love to say that I would be so excited to meet a dragon, but I'd probably pass out.
Me too. Yeah.
Pass out and run.
Yeah.
And like if you don't whenever you enroll in Mageia, you can either get accepted into the war college if you're already showing signs, like you've already wielded one of the elemental magic, or if you have somebody, because I don't know if it's like hereditary, like if you're able to channel magic, because not everybody can. But if you have like elemental documentation about like your parents being an elemental, you can get in because they don't know if it's hereditary, but they think. So by the time the burn trials happens on the hottest day of the year, like about a month or so after enrollment, if you haven't wielded an element yet, that is like a last chance resort. So if you wielded fire, you go into the burn trials to be picked by a dragon. They literally burn you alive, but you can't die. You're immune to dragon fire. So if they burn you, that's how they claim you. But if you have not channeled anything yet, you can go as a last resort, hoping that you're a fire elemental.
Hoping you're not going to be Chris.
I was gonna say, do they
Yeah.
not burn?
Yeah. So like if you're not a fire elemental, you're down. I mean, that's it. And I definitely would not have the guts to do that.
Me neither.
I would just be like, I'm going home.
Yep.
Thank you for your time. Or let me leave.
Send me the bill. I'm out.
Yeah.
Can you just like blow the fire on my finger? If my finger falls off, then we'll know for sure. But at least then I will. Like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, the dragons are ruthless.
Can you blow into this fire pit? And then I can touch it.
much how it.
Well, it's only dragon fire. In the story, they're not immune to like natural fire. There's a difference between natural fire and dragon fire. So yeah, I would ask for a dragon, just be like, can you just like scorch my hand or something? Like just let's see if I can.
Nope, I'd be out. I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
I'll work as a janitor and pay off the tuition of the 1 month that I just used.
There you go. Oh my
That's what I
goodness.
do.
So every author has their writing quirks. What's one thing that you have to have when you're deep in your writing session? Is it something like snacks, playlist, ritual, maybe a dragon candle?
I do have playlists, but I also have my emotional support dog. Not really, he's not an emotional support dog, but he is who Lakota, the dragon in the story, is inspired by. And so like he is in my chair, he is right there. And I actually need quiet because if I have things going around me, like music and everything, and like TV or my kids running their mouth, like I can't think.
Yeah.
So I'm literally like peace and quiet, or the ambiance videos on YouTube, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like a library or the rain.
See, I can't even like go live on TikTok with
With
my Alexa going because I'm like sitting here dancing and I'm sitting here trying to get work done. And it takes me 20 minutes to do one thing. And then I'm like, oh, and then people are talking to me. I'm like, Alexa, off. Now she's going to talk to me.
My brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, too many things going at one
Yeah.
time. So speaking of playlists, does The Scars Within have a specific vibe or song that captures the mood? Like if readers were to hit play while reading, what's the anthem?
For like book one or the series overall?
Both,
whatever you
Both. Okay.
because I'm curious.
I have the playlist for Scars and book two on my link tree.
We'll
It's
have
been a
that
long
link
time.
below, guys.
It's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy like looking at book one or the Scars Within is playlist, and then to the second one and the third one that I've been working on for a while, and I'm also working on the prequel series as playlist. Like seeing the growth. Like the songs are very different because the growth in these characters. For the Scars Within, I would have to say Fight Song by Rachel Platten, and then also Burning Down with Alex Warren and Joe Jonas. You know, that mix.
Yeah.
Because in Burning Down, you know, he's saying like how to get out of the building that you said, what is the words? Like
I
you
don't
said the building on
remember.
it's like pretty much
Heard it, but I've only heard it a couple times.
Yeah.
it's like pretty much you're rescuing me from a burning house that you set on fire. So that has
Oh,
something to
yeah.
do with the mystery POV. Because like
Oh.
the person's alive, but they're actually like they have a hand in what happens at the very end. So that, and then Fight Song by Rachel Platten for sure. The overall series, I'd have to say Karma. If Karma Doesn't Get You by what's her name, Lauren Spencer. I'm obsessed with that song. My 6-year-old is too.
Cute.
If you haven't heard it,
It sounds so good. I'm gonna have to go listen to your playlist when we're all done.
Yes.
I love
For
playlists.
sure. Me
I normally pull up people's playlists, like when I'm in here doing like our written interviews and stuff. I can go on my phone and I'll like I can link it to my Alexa and it. Oh no, she's gonna talk to me again. And like I just sit here and play everybody's playlist because I get so like
Yeah.
connected to them.
Yeah,
Cool.
me too.
That's your cue, Miranda.
Oh, that is mine. I did this yesterday. I was just like so into what we were talking about. I totally even forgot I was supposed to say anything. It's okay though. It's all right. Okay. So, what was the weirdest Google search that you've done while writing?
Parts of a castle.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For book 1, it's like, it's in my brain and I can see it. Like, what the heck is this called?
Right. You
You know what I mean?
described it.
Yeah.
Like, how also, okay, so they have, like, a little, they find, like, a mini courtyard, the girls do, the 4 girls, and they have to give it a name, and I needed some funny, weird-ass name, and, we came up with, the bolt hole. That's actually a word. It's like it means, like, tranquil location or something like that. Bolt hole.
Bolt hole.
Love it.
It's not what it sounds like.
I know.
Love it.
And that's where my humor comes in.
That's
So now I'm gonna remember that when I
fun.
start reading when we're done. The bolt hole.
Yes.
Bolt
hole.
Wow.
I'm gonna
That's
walk
very
around and say,
fun.
"Do you know what a bolt hole is?"
Let me look at the definition. And whenever I found it, whenever I was Googling, I was like, that's the word. Because
That's
that
neat.
is so weird. And who would put that in a book? I would.
I love it. If I wrote a book, I would.
A place where a person can escape and hide. Never knew it.
I'm
Yep.
dead. The bolt
I
hole.
love it.
I'm just
Mhm.
gonna keep saying it because I just like the way it feels when it rolls off your
And
tongue.
it's like funny because it sounds like butthole.
Yeah. But I'm not the only one who was thinking that, Ange. Thank you.
Yeah.
Obviously. Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
There's your guys' weekly MASH quote of the week. Phrase. Description.
See in the butthole. In the butthole.
That was my husband.
Oh,
was like,
Yeah.
you kill me. I'm dead. And now I definitely have to go read it because, yeah.
Right?
I know. Miranda, you better hurry up and get reading the book that you're reading. Okay,
Yep.
we're going to turn up the chaos a little bit. It's our favorite time. It's rapid fire time. So don't overthink it. Just the first thing that comes to your head.
Okay.
Favorite magical creature besides dragons?
Wolves.
Yeah.
The look on
Okay.
your face.
It's
Why? Why did you ask that question?
Besides dragons.
Go-to comfort read.
Mine too. Mine too.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Villain you secretly love.
Kit Azar.
Yeah.
Rapid fire? There's so many. No,
We already-
Scar. Scar is actually my favorite villain. Scar. Lion King.
Yeah, I agree.
He is my favorite villain.
I think
And
you
then
are
it
mine
works
too.
out that Scarlet and her nickname is Scar. I actually got that from 17 again with Chandler, or not Chandler Bing.
Oh yeah,
Chandler
that's a
Bing,
good
Matthew
one.
Perry. And his wife's
Yeah.
name is Scarlet, and he calls her Scar. So I got it. And then Scar is actually my favorite villain.
I
But when
see.
I really wish Kazar got a happier ending.
Yeah.
Mm.
We already know this one: writing in silence or with music.
Silence.
We may know the answer
Like,
to this
shut up.
one. Coffee, tea, or something stronger?
Coffee.
I thought so. Me too.
Power you would want in a fantasy world.
Flying. I'd love to fly.
See, I'm afraid of heights. Fat girls
I would
rolling
like
on
just-
the ground.
I would love to.
Just saying. It'd be like an eclipse if I were to fly.
Shut up. Oh my gosh. Stop. You're horrible.
The most emotionally devastating scene to write.
Without spoilers.
The very end. The cliff in the very end.
The cliff. Don't tell me I'm in for another
Mhm.
cliff. I can't take my.
The prologue was actually that was written to really mirror my darkest moment, like my lowest, my rock bottom, like the night. And so that was really hard, but then also the very end. So the very beginning and the end. Everything else in the middle you can laugh at. It's fine.
Book boyfriend who could rival your own characters.
Hi, Azar.
You can't tell who her favorite is, guy. I'm just kidding.
Right?
Love him. It's just
See, I started Throne of Glass, and I haven't read past the Assassin's Blade, which I read first.
I wish I read it first.
Do you? See, that's why I did it.
Yeah.
And now I can't get
If
into
I
the
would've
rest of
read
it.
You did read it? You have read Assassin's Blade?
I read Assassin's Blade, and that's it.
I haven't
Well,
read any
I
of
would've-
those. Yeah.
Okay, I'll shut up. I wish I would have read Assassin's Blade first. I read the third.
I have it. It's on my shelf. I don't know.
It's an era. The whole series.
Well, and I'm not a third person point of view kind of person.
I get that.
It's really hard.
That was, like, our 3rd series, so we read Fourth Wing, ACOTAR, then Throne of Glass, and so, like, as a reader, I didn't know I had a preference at that point.
Yeah.
I'll just read it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Takes a
Yeah.
long time for me to read a third person POV book because my brain doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
doesn't.
It used to
I
bother
want to
me,
live
but
through
I've
the
read
characters.
some. Yeah.
I wanna a minute.
Okay, sorry. Sidetrack. 3 words that sum up the scars within.
Lighthearted, deep, that's one word.
Yep. It's got
Don't
hyphen
come
in
for
it.
me. Lighthearted,
Hyphenated.
deep, humorous.
I like it.
Jamie Johnson, That Girl Reads,
Mm-hmm.
she said then was like Fourth Wing, but it had a sense of humor mixed with Zodiac Academy's messiness. And I was like, I
Okay,
haven't
now
read
I'm really sold.
Miranda
a lot
loves
of
VA.
sometimes, yeah, a lot of some of the mean people on Goodreads and stuff say that's like a copy of Zodiac Academy. I'm like, I haven't read it. I don't know how that. I want to, but it's also really intimidating with how many books there are.
Yep.
I just don't know.
Yeah, it
I'm one of those
is.
people
It
I
is
have to have all of the
intimidating.
series before I read it, and they're
Oh, really?
re-releasing them, so they're only on 9.
Yeah.
So I read 1. No, yeah, I did read 1.
I know. I'm
I
very
was on
easy.
my Kindle. Yeah, on my Kindle,
You
I just
Zoom
kept
girl.
going. Like, I'd get done and open the next one, and then I had to like delete from my Kindle library because I had too many downloaded at once, and then I would just keep going and going and going.
I need to. We need to dive in. Me and my best friend still buddy read everything.
That's so cool. We try.
And we have like if we're in a series, it's fair game. Like I could be on the 2nd book and you could be finished with 8. But we have to wait on each other to start the next series, like a new series.
Oh, I like
So I'm
that.
currently Grim and Oro from Lightlark.
Oh,
Yeah. So that's the rules.
I've only
I'm
part
like
of
waiting
White
and
Lark
I'm like,
because I tried to listen to it and it didn't. I don't do audio, so it didn't work. So now I have to go back and read.
My husband loved Lightlark.
I love it. It's a really good one. I loved the Grim and Oro, the POV. I loved how cool it was that it was like 2 different POVs in one novella, so you don't have to buy 2, and
Yeah.
that it was like switched. So like the
Yeah.
end, like it's backward or upside down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
that the end you just finish, and then the end for the one that you just flip over and read. So I
Yeah,
really
so
like
cool.
that.
It was such a good
Yeah.
idea.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Yeah. All right. Well, we know that readers are going to feel this book. I already feel it, and I haven't picked it up yet. I'm pretty sure it's going to be one of my next ones.
I have an open Kindle right now.
What do you hope readers are going to take away from Scarlett's journey once they close the final page?
That you're really capable of anything, no matter what. No matter how dark or deep your rock bottom is, your version of it, everybody's different. Like literally no matter what. Like there's people, even if you have I love found family, that's one of my favorite tropes.
Mm-hmm.
So like you're never alone. The dedication is to everybody who's ever felt abandoned. Life owes you a dragon.
I love
So
that.
I want a shirt.
also don't take shit too seriously. Like
True.
life is not that serious. This is not a high fantasy book.
Thank you.
So like I want you to I hope they read for the vibes, and I hope they're vibing, and I hope that there's parts in it that they've related to, but then also things that will stick with them.
Yeah.
And, a lot of these things are moments and how she thinks about herself, and like a lot of the quotes and stuff are things that like in quotes that I've stuck with for years. So I got to put them in a book, and I hope they find something that helps stick with them. So,
I love it.
and I'll have ERX Ready of Darkness. Plan on sending those starting out like mid-November if y'all want it.
Hold on.
I'm a
hold on.
huge arc reader. So if I'm reading the first, yeah, there you go. I'm going to jump on that for sure. Yeah.
Miranda's an alcoholic.
I am. Oh my gosh. Hold on. T-shirt.
Alcoholic.
Arcaholic. That is me.
Seriously, like 30 arcs a month is what Miranda probably reads or gets. I know.
I love it. I get very
Yeah.
happy. Can't see. I got like Red Tower's newest what is it? Ship of Spells, and like I got their Shield of Sparrow.
Yes.
I love being blessed. It makes me so happy.
I know. I've been trying to get Entangled to send me some books. Come on.
Got a shirt. I got a shirt.
Oh,
She
I
did
never
get a
get
shirt.
like remember anything about it. They just send it. And so every time I get
Yeah.
it's just a happy day. I'm like, what do I get? And I love Shield of Sparrows for sure. Loved it so
Yes,
much.
We're very local to Debney.
yes,
Are
we got to
you
go
really?
we got to go to a signing and get our book
Mhm.
signed and stuff.
We did. It's right here.
That's cool.
It's even
It'll
got my
be
name
a
on it.
it's gonna be a fantastic movie.
I know, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
The last 10% of it, that's whenever, like, it really got me. Oh my god, what's happening? And then it ends, and I'm like, "Oh." I hate and love cliffhangers and so much. Like, I love it and I hate it so much, and all of my books have them.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
I like the feeling of being irritated when you get to a cliffhanger and having to wait, because if it makes you feel like that, then the author is doing something right, because
Yeah.
you need the next one,
The
right? So,
anticipation. Like, it hurts in
yes.
a good way.
Mhm.
Like, I love that
Yeah.
because if it's not something that has me at the end of edge of my seat, like, I'm not gonna be waiting for the release date
Yeah.
of second, like, second one.
Mhm.
Like, it's fine.
Exactly. Yeah.
No.
So
I have
you're
too
doing
much
something
anxiety.
good.
Too much anxiety.
I had too much anxiety for cliffhangers. Like, I
You're
finished a book
funny.
last night and it ends on a major cliffhanger. Well, there's like a plot twist and then a cliffhanger, and I'm sitting here like literally like thinking about it in my head all morning.
Yeah.
And book 2 came
That
out.
was
So I should probably go read book 2. But now I'm like, I've got this one and I've got this
What is
one
it?
and now I've got The Scars Within.
Yeah.
What is it? What'd you
Meredith
read?
Grey, Becoming
Becoming
Indigo.
Indigo.
Can you see it right there?
What?
We interviewed her yesterday and I started it. It's really good. It's like a dark, humorous romance that's like Motorcycle Club and
Mafia.
how mafia mixed all and then there's some really, really funny parts.
Very funny.
It's really good.
Well, you said Meredith Grey, and my mind went to my mind went to Grey's Anatomy, and I was like,
Anatomy.
"What?"
Yeah.
No,
Different
she's
Meredith.
great. She's great.
Yeah,
She
it's
was on
really good.
yesterday and she's amazing.
Well, I'll show you book 2.
Oh,
My gosh, that's awesome.
And I will. And I made her too,
so dead.
and well, and I've already annotated her with my favorite moments. I love her.
Beautiful.
Can you push that through the screen, please? Can you push it through the screen?
Throw it. The computer falls off.
Oh my goodness. That's hilarious.
So I love that.
Oh god.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, Ange, that was all of our questions. Miranda and I are literally like chomping at the bit to go get it. So we're going to
Thank you so-
finish this so that we can go get it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Literally an absolute blast. Before we leave, can you let everyone know where they can find everything you and where they can find your books?
Instagram and TikTok. It's my author name, Ange Dalton. I got my newsletter on there that actually gives the prologue for free if you want to read the prologue. The ebook is on Kindle Unlimited. The print, the paperback, and the deluxe hardcover is on Amazon. The deluxe hardcover has that's what the fall. The deluxe hardcover has bonus chapters. See the mug. The mug was actually inspired by a real mug that was like $125 in Mexico. That was handmade. And I couldn't make myself buy it because it was $125, knowing that it would break on the ride home. And I've regretted it ever since. So the mug is actually inspired by. This is not just dumb.
Love that.
Line that, and then the audiobook is available everywhere audiobooks are available.
Brian, you can
Awesome.
read another audio. I've been recommending lots of audiobooks to him lately.
I
He's a
bet.
huge audio person.
And it's
Yeah.
real narrated. He's the guy. And he
Sold.
voices both twins because I really love
Because-
him.
That's so cool.
I like it being the
Awesome.
guy to narrate. I don't want to listen to a girl going, "I love you."
I hate
You know what I
that.
mean?
Right?
I hate that. Or
So
the
weird.
dudes with like the really high pitched voices trying to do the girl voice.
Yeah.
No.
No, I don't want that. I love
Yeah.
the dual narration duet. I can't keep up with what it's actually called.
No, I'm the same one.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we're going to tag everything Ange in the description of the video. Make sure you go give her a follow. Make sure you go get your copy of The Scars Within. Until next time, you guys, we'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.
Thank you guys. Bye.